Hi everyone, Ebony here. Welcome to my channel. If this is your first time stopping by, thank you. And if you are returning, thank you. I greatly appreciate everyone who stops by to check out my VSG journey. So as you can tell from the title, we are going to discuss my 7 months of being post-op from the VSG surgery. And I'm actually a little over 7 months. I'm closer to 7.5 months. And that's due to the fact that I had to get some blood work drawn, and I just had my follow-up to get those results this past Thursday. So that was like 3 days ago. So I didn't want to delay it anymore. I want to come on in and hop in to share with you what's been going on since that time. I do have notes here so that way I don't get off track and I don't forget anything that I do want to share with you guys, okay? So let's go ahead and discuss my stats. My highest weight was 303 pounds. On the day of surgery, I weighed in at 272 pounds, and my current weight is 206 pounds. So that puts me down 9 pounds since my last video, and overall, it puts me down 97 pounds. Like, that is so amazing. I cannot believe it. I'm like so excited that I'm 97 pounds down, very, very close to being 100 pounds down. Now, if you recall from my last video, and if you haven't checked it out, I will share it up above. But in my last video, the doctor wanted me to weigh 200 pounds. He wanted me to lose 15 pounds. And as you can see, I did not reach that goal. But what I did reach is 9 pounds coming off of my body. So I'm happy about that. That makes my heart happy, really. Because my journey, I've stalled a lot. I've stalled a lot throughout my journey. And like I said in my very first video, everyone's journey is different. You know, I may experience some things that another person haven't experienced or won't experience, and the same vice versa. But for me and my journey, I have experienced a lot of stalls. But I did not reach the 200 goal as far as my weight, but I am 206, so I'm very close to it. So I'm happy overall. You can't tell me nothing, okay? So I'm good. I'm here for it. The doctor, he was all right with it. He wasn't upset or anything. His whole his main focus is that the scale continues to move. So he's happy that the scale is moving and everything. So he happy, I'm happy, we're happy, right? Let me see. What did I want to say? I'm really thinking that I could have reached being 200 pounds if I would have known what I know now. And what I know now is what I'm getting ready to share with you next, which is I was at a stall, okay? My last video, I weighed 215, and I was at a stall, I want to say, for like 3 weeks, okay? Because this video is kind of like 6 weeks later from my last video. This is about 6 weeks, so that's why I say I might be 7.5 months. I gotta look at the dates. But anyhow, I stalled, and I was at a stall for quite some time. For at least 3 to 4 weeks, I was just stuck at 215 pounds. And during that time, my nutritionist, she had reached out to me and went over my food log, because I had shared that with her through the Berrytastic app and everything. So her and I sat and we discussed everything. And she told me that she believes my very last stall was due to carbs. Yes, carbs. And what she said is I was not getting enough carbs. Huh? Say that again? Yeah, I was not eating enough carbs. Now, why is that? One, I follow different Facebook groups for VSG journeys with people who have already had it. I follow different vloggers here on YouTube who have also had the VSG surgery done. And I also follow different pages over on Instagram from people who have had the surgery done. And those that I follow, they have been successful. They are like five years out. Some are like 2 years out. But for the most part, people have gone through this and they are successful in their journey. And the different things that they have shared is that they eat low carbs. And they say that they don't really get over 25 grams of carbs. Some of them go up to 50. But for the most part, the ones that I do follow, they haven't even been getting over 25 to 30 grams of carbs. And that's where I was basically staying at when I was eating my carbs. I wasn't comparing myself to them. I just thought that 25 to 30 grams of carbs was a good number, okay? I never asked my doctor. I never asked the nutritionist. I just went off of what they were saying. I thought I was getting good results, so that's what I did for me. And that's what I'm here to tell you. It's not a one size fits all, okay? For sure, it's definitely not. So what she told me is that I was not getting in enough carbs, and for me to increase my carbs to 60 to 80 grams of carbs per day. And before, I was, like I said, I was getting like 25 to 30 grams, if that, because I wasn't really eating much either. So I wasn't getting in enough grams of carbs. And she said because I was not getting in enough carbs, I was not giving my body enough fuel to burn anything off. So since she shared that with me and I started implementing that, the scale started moving. And that was 3 weeks ago when her and I had our conversation. And since that time, the scale dropped those 9 pounds. So I'm wondering, like, oh my goodness, like, had we not talked to each other, had she not communicated that to me, I probably would still be at that same stall. If not, you know, so, who knows what. But nonetheless, we're here today. I'm down 9 pounds since my last visit. I'm 206. I'm happy. I'm here for it. I have increased my carbs. So, and I also dropped those pounds without exercising, but we'll talk about that in a little bit. So at my appointment on Thursday, the doctor and I discussed all my blood work that I had drawn, and he told me everything was good. My vitamins, all my levels are good. The only thing that he suggested is that I double my vitamin intake. These are the vitamins that I take, the Flintstones Complete. So I take one of these, and I also take the Flintstones with iron. Hopefully that didn't glare too much for you guys, but these are the vitamins that I take. I do have seafood and shellfish allergies, so I've been taking these. My doctor has been okay with it, and his suggestion to me is to just take 2. So I'm going to do it once in the morning and then once that night before bed, and I'll be okay. Yes, I am a bariatric patient. No, I am not buying the Bariatric Advantage pills or any of that other stuff. Not to say that I won't, but I'm not going to do it no time soon. Once my doctor starts feeling that my numbers are declining, I will reevaluate it and I'll take it from there. But as of right now, my Flintstone chewables are working for me. They're chalky, they're nasty, but they work. So there's that. My one thing that did increase though was my cholesterol, and the doctor told me that he was okay with my cholesterol increasing. It's not high or anything. He told me it's nothing for me to worry about. I don't have to worry about taking any medication. He said that he's aware of it increasing due to my diet and the different things that I am eating. So he said that he's fine with it. So since he's fine with it, I'm fine with it. I'm not going to stress over it. My blood pressure medication, I shared with you guys previously that they did take me off of one of the blood pressure medications that I was taking. They did decrease the one that I'm currently taking, and when I met with him on Thursday, he decreased it again. So my dosage is steadily going down. His goal is for me to ultimately be off of that particular blood pressure medication in December. So he already scheduled me a 6-week follow-up because he wants to make sure that my numbers are still maintaining, that they're not becoming sporadic or anything. And if they are still maintaining, when I see him back in 6 weeks, he's going to decrease that number again. And then, like I say, he's weaning me off of it. He don't want to just cut it off cold turkey. So I'm okay with that. I understand what he was saying. So I'm going to go through the process of being weaned off of this one blood pressure medication that I am currently taking. So everything is going according to plan as far as I'm concerned. So he checked my A1C as well, and that number was also good. So I'm very happy about that. I don't have to worry about any diabetic medications or anything else. My numbers are panning out to be excellent. So I'm very, very happy. Overall, right now, the doctor, he did tell me to increase my calories to between 900 and 1100 calories. Right now, I am getting in 850 to 960 calories per day. I am getting in 75 or more grams of protein. I'm getting in 50 to 60 grams of carbs. I'm getting in 84.5 ounces of water. I was thinking that I would have been able to increase my water by now, but it just hasn't happened just yet. I'm sure it will happen, but right now I'm still getting in 84.5 ounces, which is fine because at least I am reaching my daily goal of 64 ounces. As far as my sugar intake, I'm getting in between 6 to 19 grams of sugar. And so I really monitor my sugar intake. I monitor my protein intake, and I monitor my water intake. And since meeting with the nutritionist, I am now monitoring my carb intake. So that's where I'm at as of right now. A lot of people think that this surgery is easy, and there is really nothing easy about this surgery at all. And I'm telling you, like my family, they see it firsthand, you know, so they see what I have to do. You know, you really have to be disciplined. You have to really pay attention to what you're eating, you know, and just your activity in general. You have to really be dedicated to this particular surgery. So if you're not going to be one that's going to be committed, there's no need in you having the surgery. Now, am I saying that I may not slip off later on down the line? I'm saying I hope I don't. Okay, because who wants to have surgery just to revert? Not me. So Lord willing, I will continue to be disciplined and do what it is that I need to do. You know, I've heard people who I know like, well, wasn't that the easy way out? Can you just work it out? Blah, blah, blah. You know, that's neither here nor there. The fact of the matter is I had the surgery and I'm doing what I'm supposed to do for the surgery. Okay. And it's amazing that I have such a great supportive family. They are really rooting for me. They're there for me. And I appreciate them for being that for me, you know. And if they thought that this was the easy way out, them seeing the process that I have to go through, they know now that it's not. So even if they thought it, they now know the truth. And that's all that matters. So I told my doctor that I was not able to exercise, that I haven't been exercising. So like I said, I dropped those 9 pounds in 3 weeks. That came solely from what I was eating. I did not exercise, one, because we was receiving a lot of rain. And normally when I exercise, I go out and I walk my neighborhood. I might drive to the park, do the track, or I'll go out in the garage. My husband purchased me a stationary bike, a treadmill, and an elliptical. But excuse me, it's been raining, so I just haven't wanted to do it. If I don't want to do it, I'm not going to do it. It has to be enjoyable for me to want to go out and do it. And I don't like being out in the rain. And not only that, I've been experiencing pain in both my hips and also in my lower back. And when I spoke with the doctor about it, I did tell him that, and he was saying that I was experiencing that pain and everything because my body had been so used to carrying all that weight. And now that I've lost 97 pounds, my body is really trying to, you know, get back adjusted, you know, come into alignment and things like that. So he suggested that I do some strength training exercises, and also some weightlifting. And of course, it wasn't until our visit was over that I thought like, man, I should have asked for a prescription for physical therapy, because I was having some issues with my shoulder, and I had asked for a script for physical therapy, and I went through, I want to say like maybe 4 to 6 weeks of physical therapy for my shoulder, and they were showing me different exercises to do, and I haven't had any issues since. So I'm like, I'm going to ask for a script for physical therapy so that way I can meet with them and they can show me what to do in order to strengthen my hips and my lower back, because I don't want to just go out here and get a gym membership and start doing exercises and really jack myself up, injure myself further, because y'all should know I am infamous for injuring myself. Jump rope challenge, remember? Jacked up my knees. My knees wouldn't let me be great because I'm all trying to jump rope. That wasn't it. My body said not yet. So I don't want to go out and just get a gym membership and start trying to do stuff that I'm not familiar with. So I'm going to go ahead. Today is Monday. I'm going to call in a little bit to see if they'll give me a script so I can do some physical therapy in order to strengthen my hips and my lower back. So let's see. I think that's pretty much about it as far as my update go. Again, I've barely been exercising. I've barely been getting in 5,000 steps, and before I was getting 8,500 steps. So I do want to be able to get back out there and start walking again, because it made me feel good. I felt accomplished, like I was doing something, you know. And especially with me increasing my calories and with me increasing my carbs, I know I definitely do have to continue to stay in motion and to get steps in so that I don't stall or that I don't gain weight. Okay. My non-scale victories is that I shared before that my ring size, my fingers are getting smaller. Like my previous ring that I just had on was constantly falling off. And I ended up going to my little jewelry box, and I pulled out my very first ring from 23 years ago. My hubby and I will be celebrating 23 years this month of marriage. And I put out my very first ring, and that was a band. And that's also falling off my finger. So I'm like, how is this even happening? Like, seriously? But I'm excited about it. So I'm still losing inches in different places, of course. So that's one non-scale. So my finger is getting even smaller. My son, he had actually ordered me some custom shoes for my birthday. And that's after already, my feet were already getting smaller. Now they're getting, you know, they're still getting a little smaller. He had ordered me some custom shoes, and now those are kind of like flipping off my feet, which is crazy. And another non-scale is that I just sit without thinking, and I will just cross my legs like, okay, and be rocking, you know, got my leg crossed, just rocking. So that's a non-scale victory. So yeah, let's recap. My highest weight, 303 pounds. My current weight, 206 pounds. I started off wearing 24, 26. I am now wearing a size 16. My shirt is a medium. And I was wearing a 2 3X for my shirts. Let me see. I'm going to try to stand up so I can see if y'all can see me a little bit. Okay. So like I said, my shirt is a medium. My pants are a size 16. Let me see. Y'all got my belt on. So, yeah. As y'all can see, my belt is tied to the max, right? I've had to add additional holes. These are where the holes were at. I done popped in 3 more additional holes just to hold my pants up on me because they constantly are falling off. Let me see. I'm going to take my belt off. Let me see. So, these are my pants. They're just, these are a 16. They still fit me nice. I think they're still good, but they're falling off. My little sister been talking so much smack to y'all. She like, I'm taking you shopping. I'm like, please do. But I don't want to buy any more clothes because I'm still losing. And plus my shirts still come down, so you can't really tell that they all gappy and all bunched up on me. At least I hope you can't tell. But yeah, so that's where I'm at, guys. I'm going to try to see if I can find some full body shots of me from before surgery. I know I have pictures, but I don't know if I have any full body pictures. But if I do, I will insert some of those. I'm also going to try just to insert some other photos of my process up until now, of course. And so that's it. I hope you all have enjoyed this video. If so, please feel free to give the video a thumbs up. If you have any questions or you have any comments, feel free to leave those down below. And if you have not done so already, please subscribe. Thank you all so much for stopping by. And I'll catch you all at my 8-month follow-up. Bye.